Alright guys, welcome back to another 5 things that I got from Amazon that are, well, kind of mountain bike related. Alright, first up we got the ROCKBROS Bike Seat Comfort Bike Saddle Mountain Bike Accessory for men, women, soft wide, blah blah blah. It's a grandpa seat for 17 bucks, and you can see I have it installed right here. So yeah, I mean, there it is, right? Let me take it off and we'll take a closer look. Here's my regular saddle. You can see, you know, pretty common, right? Kind of lightweight, minimal cushion, got the little cutout. It's an ergon. It's a nice saddle. I like it. Here's the ROCKBROS saddle. You can see it's a different beast. And by beast, I mean it is a beast. So yeah, look, it's got plenty of cushion. Look at this. You can see that it's got some elastomeric springs going on there. It's got a grab handle, a reflective strip. It has, you know, save yourself there, right? And it's got regular old rails, steel rails. This thing is pretty heavy. How heavy? Well, let's measure our, our ergon saddle. Let's see what we got. We have 266 grams. That's not bad, right? All right, let's check out the ROCKBROS. 630 grams. So yeah, obviously this thing weighs a lot more. That's because there's a lot more to it. I mean, there is a ton of cushion in here. But hear me out, all right? I know it's a grandpa seat, but it is the most comfortable seat I've ever ridden on the trail. You know, the reflector thing, the cutout. I mean, it's got some positive features besides, the giant super cushion. Now, I tested this with no bike shorts, and besides riding a bit higher, you only notice it when you drop the seat on your dropper. You can feel a little on your rear leg while you're standing. You can just feel a little bit, right on the inside. But other than that, I mean, it's a seat. I didn't feel like there was a lot of problems with this. Obviously, it's a lot wider. I don't know. I really didn't feel like that's a problem. Maybe I just have a giant ass, and maybe that's not you. I don't know. All right. I was shocked that it was that comfy. I mean, really. I won't be using it on my regular ride, but I think I will toss it on the trainer. So, thumbs up. It exceeded my expectations, and while I look goofy out there, I was super comfy. So this is the Inwa Bluetooth speaker for bike, wireless, portable, shower, traveling, blah, blah, blah. It's 23 bucks. It's a Bluetooth rechargeable speaker that you can also mount on your bike. Kind of like, just like that. Goes right on your handlebars. And also, it comes off, which is nice. All right, so this thing comes in 4 colors. It's 7 watts. It's IP65, which means it's safe for rain and splashing, but don't submerge it in water. Now, it's actually pretty loud. It has controls on the side for skipping, play, pause, the usual. You can also toss in a memory card with music on it and use this like in an old school MP3 player style, which I guess if you're out on the trails and you don't want to use data, that's kind of nifty. You can see it's rechargeable. You can put a line in, you can charge it there, and there's also the slot for your memory card. It's pretty well built, and it is surprisingly loud. Now again, this isn't my thing. It works pretty well though, and I have to say I like it better on my lawnmower than my bike. Alright, this is the orange Goop multi-purpose waterless hand cleaner Ruff towel, 17 bucks, which might seem a little pricey, but I don't know, there's 72 in here, and I gotta say, it actually works really well. I was surprised. Now we all get dirty hands working on our bikes and other greasy things, and I don't use gloves because they rip and I get really sweaty in them, which is super annoying. So I usually just scrub with Gojo, and it works after a while, lots of hot water, lots of Gojo, lots of scrubbing. Then I tried these, and I have to say, again, I was super impressed. They work on bike grease, they work on, dirt, spray paint, a ton of messy things. Plus, I can keep these right here in the garage without having to go inside and wash my hands, in the sink. So let's take a look. It comes with a little feeder. There we go, you can see. You can see, there you are. You can see it's super wet, right? Here we go. Whoa. So it's a decent sized towel, and it has grit to it. You see the fibers in there? That makes it a little tougher, and it has some grit to it. So when you use these, it works. So, here, as you can see, so I've had these for about a month now. So this thing's been open for a month, and you can see that, I just took one out. You can see it's super wet. It's kind of foamy, right? So you can see, these things are really wet. They also really work. Also, it doesn't smell so bad. Hey, you want to smell? Oh, yeah, sorry, we're not there yet. But it's pretty good, and it leaves your hands feeling nice. I would say kind of moisturized, maybe just a little bit, but definitely not greasy. You don't feel like you have any crap on your hands, and they're clean. This is a VICTGOAL bike helmet with USB, rechargeable rear light, detachable, magnet, goggles, removable sun visor, mountain and road bicycle helmets for men, women, adults, and blah, blah, blah. It's 40 bucks. It's got magnets. Pretty cool, right? So you might remember this from another video, or maybe not if you didn't watch it. So I thought it deserved a little bit more attention, so I throw it in here because it is an Amazon thing. Magnets. So obviously the draw to this thing, at least for me, it wasn't the light in the back, which is, it's kind of nifty. It was the goggles, okay? These are built in. So they cover a good portion of your face, covers all your peripheral vision, everything up front, and they're attached right to the helmet. So it's not like the rest are in your nose, they're not behind your ears. It's actually very comfortable. You can see, I wish it came with a clear visor, but the shaded one wasn't so bad out on the trail. There we go. And the light back here is great for if you're riding at night, I guess, or a really dark trail. It's not bad. Now it didn't come with any hey, this is a fancy package with, if this was passed by a government agency, it's safe for your noggin, right? It does have something in here that says, complies with U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission safety standard for bicycle helmets for persons age 5 and older. Look, it says it right there. Also where it says made in China. But it's not a bad helmet. It's pretty comfy. You get the boa tightener back there. Tighten that behind your head. It's got a lot of vents. Got a visor. It's got a light, and the whole magnet thing, right? So if you're in the market for something a little different, I don't know, maybe this. It does have some goofy but nifty features. All right, well, what I got here is a 2-pack of SPINGO TPU inner tubes. They're 22 bucks. You see, it comes with 2. High performance. Let's take a look at one. Sealed for my protection. There we go. Oh, look at that blue color. It's a TPU tube. These have been around a couple of years, right? So TPU, thermoplastic polyurethane, so it's lighter than rubber tubes and it keeps pressure better. That's the selling points, right? It is much lighter. It's like 40 to 50% lighter than a rubber tube. And it also keeps the pressure, so if the bike is sitting around, you're less likely to run out of air. Now, if you're like me and you're a mountain biker and you're tubeless, you will carry one of these just in case you got a giant hole in your tire and you can't plug it and it won't hold air. So you're gonna chuck a tube in. So I don't know, if you keep this on the bike, you might want a lighter one. For some people, lightweight really matters, and you know, the TPU tubes, that really, you know, fits the bill. Now these are great for emergencies, but you can only really fill them up once. But if it's an emergency, you're only using it once anyway, right? So TPU, while they are a little elastic, it's not like rubber. If you overfill these, they're going to deform a little bit, you know, kind of like if you blow up a balloon, how, you know, it kind of pops out a little one end more than another. And you won't be able to, you know, get these things as tight as this after you've already used it once. Where rubber will just, you know, rubber just shrinks right back. You know what I think we need to do? I think we need to pop this. All right, now before we pop this, I think we need a little safety, right? This sounds like a really good use of the helmet with the built-in goggles. All right, let's use this. Power of magnets. Look, I'm safe. All right, we're gonna use the Ryobi right here. Now, because I got 2 of these for 22 bucks, I feel less bad about destroying one. So it's interesting is that the stem is actually plastic, which is kind of interesting. All right, let's plug this sucker in. Let's do this. There we go. Wow, that was really loud. So it popped, and you know what? You're not going to be able to fix that, but it took a fair amount of pressure. It did pretty well before it exploded. Anyway, 2 TPU tubes, good price. If you're in the market for something like this, I'll put a link below. Well, all right. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you out on the trail.